Alright, Dokkan time, and today's video is VEGETA'S Family Extreme Super Battle Road. So as you can see on the screen, the VEGETA'S Super Battle Road is going to be fighting off at all Goku characters. So take that as you will, as there's several Vegeta units that actually do better against Goku family units, or at least Goku. And there will be always at least one Goku in each stage. The first stage, some of the passives that benefit against them might not include the Kid Goku, though. So that is something to just keep in mind. Pretty much one of all typing. So let's move on and see what we got here. So for VEGETA'S family, you have your obvious units. You have your STR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and you have your Intelligence Majin Vegeta. I would not suggest this Vegeta if you can help it. It's not that he's bad. It's just that he's not good. He's not wisely used for Extreme Super Battle Road. He can really get you hurt. You can get killed by him. This Extreme Super Battle Road actually hits pretty hard. We're getting to the end of the line where I think we're only like 2 or 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads behind JP. So most of these are actually hitting pretty hard as much as they're hitting them hard. So you can put him on the team, but keep him as a slot 2 or 3 units so that he can stay off rotation or get his super attacks off first, so he can at least raise his defense. I would highly suggest using the Majin Vegeta as a lead. Maybe ask some buddies to switch their lead to Majin Vegeta, and just hope for the best on that. There is also the option, of course, for the best unit in the game, Vegeta and Trunks. The only issue I have with this team is that there's certain Vegeta units and Trunks units you cannot bring for the bond of parent and child. Now, the weird thing is that you cannot bring the Super Vegeta from the Cell Saga that has guaranteed crits. That is part of the reason why you should be a little bit careful about using them. But they are the best unit in the game, so they're already kind of going to be... they're pretty much going to be leading the charge. Back to my previous point, though, with this Vegeta right here, he does gain a bonus to fighting Goku family enemies. There's not a lot of them that are very good. The kind of buddying one to this unit is the AGL Goku Angel, but he's immensely better in my opinion. But he changes AGL key spheres to STR key spheres, and he gets attack and defense plus 20% per key sphere and an additional 5% while there is a Goku's enemy. So if you brought him along, with greatly raising defense, I think if you had him floating, he would be a good option to heal if you're having trouble keeping your health up. And trust me, you might actually have trouble keeping your health up. Now, obviously, the real issue with bringing this Majin Vegeta is that he's Majin Vegeta. There is a lot of Majin Vegetas. And to be honest, this Vegeta I would much rather bring along purely because he's got a 30% chance to stun. Now, 30% isn't a large number, but this is also one of the very few units that you could probably bring along that would live and do a lot of damage and stun. He can stun everybody, and you're gonna kind of want those stuns to go off. Now, the issue is that he doesn't raise defense on super. He's only got this flat 150, and I think that's it. He can get an additional 20% when you have Trunks Kid on the team, but we're not bringing... There's no reason to bring a Trunks Kid to this ESBR. So yeah, I would bring him, but just keep in mind that he could get you killed. There is also the tech. There's 2 different tech Majin Vegetas. There's this really old tech Majin Vegeta that has a chance of stunning all enemies. I don't even know how low of a chance this is. I want to say it's only 20%. But he always attacks all enemies, so just keep that in mind. It is an option if you're running really, really low on units you can bring along. So do not even think about bringing the Fizz Majin Vegeta. He's not even a unit. I wouldn't even just, no. Let's see here. Where was the other one? That's right, he's technically a Super Tech. Where's the Super Tech? There it is. So this Vegeta is okay. He's alright. But he's not defensively good enough, in my opinion, to really take a hit. Once again, if you bring him, make sure he's in the second or third slot. Once he does actually transform into Majin Vegeta, he is a perfect linking partner for the Intelligence Majin Vegeta. I believe they actually get all of their links off. Yeah, I think they are a straight up 7 for 7 link set. Yep. So that is one thing to keep in mind. He also greatly raises defense, and if you can get... This is the difficult part. So you don't need to get... The problem is you want the 6 key spheres, just so he can guard. But you want 6 key spheres with this guy so that he can reduce damage. So it's a really difficult choice to bring this guy, because no matter what, if you're going to have them on the same rotation, that means both of these units need to pop 6 key spheres every single freaking turn, or else you're going to get cucked. You're going to die. It's going to happen. Not that you have to no-item run this. If you don't want to no-item run it, I wouldn't worry about it. Just bring a Whis, throw it out there, and you should be fine. But moving on, let's see what other options we have. You could bring some Heroes units. There is a very, very crappy, in my opinion, team that you can bring, which would be this team. This is a whole Heroes team right here. There's a couple exceptions you can make where you could technically bring... You could swap maybe the Masked King for the STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, but I don't think I would consider him my first choice. So you could try this team. I'm going to try to do it with items, of course. This Great Saiyaman 3 will actually do a lot of work. He actually crits a lot. He can whittle down everything. In all honesty, in this run, that Great Saiyaman 3 would be doing most of the work. Everyone else would just be struggling to stay alive for the most part. Another team you can bring would just be this Vegeta Trunks kind of centered, kind of tanky team. I included this Vegeta right here because he might be ancient, but he still reduces damage by 80% for 10 turns. ESBRs don't last more than 5 turns? 6 turns at most? It depends on how much it's dragging out, but you are never going to hit 10 turns, ever. It's just not going to happen. Plus, he does have a 50% chance to stun, so can't go wrong with that. You can bring this Vegeta for the orbs yearly, mostly to give to the Majin Vegeta. This Super Saiyan Trunks is still very, very good, mostly because he doesn't stack technically. It's a sub-stack for only 6 turns, but that can add up really quickly. And with multiple enemies on the field, he gets a decent amount of defense, and he can guard. He has a medium chance to guard, which can be very clutch. Let's see here. And then we have this Xeno Vegeta from the Heroes team that greatly raises attack and defense. And he also lowers attack, so there's just almost no reason not to bring him, at least for as a floater. And then he, of course, he's a support unit as well. Let's see here. What is another team I was thinking about? So this is another team that you could bring that is primarily all stun. So the main additions to the team is this Super Vegeta. This Vegeta you cannot put on the Vegeta Trunks team. You cannot do it because for whatever reason they decided not to give him the bond of parent and child, even though this is at a point in the show where he actually has his son born. It doesn't make much sense to me, especially since this is right after Hyperbolic Time Chamber. Anyways, I'm going off the point. So bring this unit, obviously. He automatically crits. I mean, he automatically stuns. There's no reason not to take him. There really isn't. If you are going to be bringing just a Majin Vegeta lead. Now, this Trunks right here, you might be thinking I'm a little insane. And you might be right, I am insane. But the point is that he disables enemies' guard, he's got a decent amount of defense, and he has a high chance of stunning the attacked enemy when there is an ally whose name includes Vegeta. Now, obviously, there's plenty of Vegetas. So, the only thing you have to take away from his passive is that it's a passive stun. Now, unfortunately, passive stuns are only for one turn, the turn of. So, if you put him in the second or third slot, whoever he stuns is only going to be stunned for that turn. So, don't expect it to be the one that you attack to not be stunned or to be stunned onto the next turn. Moving on to my opinion being the last one. Basically, the exact same team almost, with just a slight alteration. And that alteration is getting rid of Super Vegeta. This is the exact team that Da Truth used months ago when Vegeta's Family ESBR came out on JP. He ran the double Vegeta and Trunks lead purely because he's just so dominant. And in all honesty, if you have Vegeta and Trunks, there's no reason not to. You can definitely do it without items and with items, or with items and without items. This is the exact team he no-itemed it with. I will be attempting to no-item run it, but that'll be for probably a separate video. My highest suggestion to you guys is to, if you have Vegeta and Trunks, bring Vegeta and Trunks. Bring this Vegeta if you have the chance, and just make sure you have stunning and better tanking units as best you can. These are just the teams I have come up with and will be attempting to use. This one's probably going to be just really bad. But anyways. Guys, that's pretty much my suggestions. I'm not really sure what support memories. Let's take a quick look at the support memories and see if there's any that would help here. Is this a Vegeta family? No, it's Super Saiyan. That might not be too bad. Most of these units are Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. Let's see here. What is this one? No. I mean, you could. I think that would be it. There's not really too many units or too many support memories that you could really bring along that would really be beneficial for the entire team. Oh wait, there's this one, but it's only for 2 turns. It's the same thing as the Super Saiyan one as well. I would argue to say that the extra key from the Birth of the Strongest Pair on the Planet would be the best support memory to bring, just because that extra key is going to help a lot with getting some of the supers off, especially with the Majin Vegeta AGL. Just to get to his 18 key super, I think it would help immensely. I'm honestly surprised we don't have a Vegeta support family memory, because I'm pretty sure this one lasts, all of battle. We don't have a Vegeta family film that lasts all battle, just 2 turns. It's kind of messed up. But anyways, guys, I hope that the video helped you choose what kind of units you are thinking about bringing onto the team. Let me know what your teams are going to be when you go do this stage, with or without items. It doesn't matter as long as you get it done. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and you have a good day and a good night.